Hello, I've got a map here from the Quake 30th Anniversary 1024 jam that just came up. This is called Lightcast on the Lost by Aurelius. This is their first map for Quake, but they have some notable Doom releases, including Remnant, which I think was a very cool map from 2019 with OTEX textures, and Lumine, which was this massive supercharged map, which I really enjoyed as well. This is an Arcane Dimensions map that's limited to a 1024 by 1024 by 1024 unit playable space. It's a very compact layout, it's got some really pretty architecture and bushwork, it pushes you about a lot, and it's challenging too. I will be playing on Evil difficulty, which limits your health as a player to 50, or 100 with the mega health, has all of the sort of nightmare behaviours, faster projectiles, and on top of that you get the Shadow Axe, which doesn't really play into things much here, by the way. Please enjoy. You're pushed into this large arena to start the map. I got a quick shot off there blowing up some explosive barrels, and you're going to make a shotgun which chunks a lot of enemies. The problem is there's a lack of ammo, and anywhere you want to go to get ammo, it tends to be trapped with more monsters. Or in the case here, there's a vore which has overwatch over the ammo, and there's also like a choke point where you can get a lot of enemies clogging it up and then you sort of get pinned. Usually that'll be a problem, but for some reason the vores in this level, they use like no tracking on death, which causes the projectiles to be super inaccurate, and I don't really know why that's the case, frankly. A bit disappointing. It's the problem on this map and Tango's map as well, but it is what it is. But the principle's good though, it's just very chaotic, and I shot a switch that opened up a secret which I'm going to go back to later, and it leads you up to this second area here. This area up here has lots of statues and a golem. You get some jump boots as well, which helps with mobility. The statues progressively come in. The golem's also pressing in, but they're kind of stuck with the pathfinding right now. Sometimes they're right in front of you at this point, sometimes they're further back. There's also a couple of vores if you push further out. So you'll kind of want to hang out in this back area here the best you can. Just avoid sort of getting shot in the back. But you can use the jump boots, as I say, to jump over the heads of everything very easily. So if you do need to push out and make some space for yourself, you can do so relatively easily. You can see here an example of the vore balls having weird tracking. They really just should be normal. I don't know why they're acting so funny. But it's not a big deal. But going around here, secret super nail gun. A couple of these crossbow guys. The crossbow guys are really, really dangerous. You don't want to muck about with the crossbow guys. They're usually my number one priority. That switch lowers a platform, but as I go to open it, I can't. You got this nice encounter here with trolls. Now, trolls are an enemy that track shots, so you've got to be very careful allowing more than one to have line of sight to you at once, because if you're not looking, the chances are you will dodge directly into one of those fireballs, which I actually do here, and there's only one of them. But this quad, I mean, you've got plenty of time to use it. You can't chain the quad into anything else as well, so there's no real rush in that area. It's just a relatively straightforward fight to clean up. Going back to this upper area here, which we're returning to, it's nice how you get to reuse a lot of these spaces where you reuse this in the finale as well. You have this situation where you have a vore on one side, a bunch of gaunts on the other, and some skull shooters from the sides. Doing a circle, easiest way to defuse it, to be honest with you. It's not actually that difficult. If there were two vores, potentially, something a little bit more heavy duty, because with just one you can spam it down with the nail gun, super nail gun, or just use the Widowmaker and just chunk it very, very quickly. But we have ourselves a key now, so we can enter the lower part of the map, and this is by far the scariest thing. This secret I opened up by shooting the switch earlier. I just wanted that mega health for safety. The platforms on the outer edge here, one of them vanishes at a time, in a clockwise fashion, and things are pushing in. So you have this really nice set piece fight here where things push in. The trick is to not bother too much with these scrags. You just want to kill the stuff on the edges as quickly as you can. The guys with the scimitars who shoot the projectiles up there, they're the most dangerous. And yeah, straightforward. That's not too bad. And you got a mega, so you got a red sight, and the red gives you a shitload of health, basically, effective health. But this is very cool. The Boglord attacks. Now, the Boglord shoots projectiles, they can knock you about. You have these two Minotaurs at either side, and it's really easy here just to get juggled into the lava and get killed. The trick is just to focus on the Minotaurs as much as possible. Do not get distracted by the scrags, they will end up blocking you, but if you ignore them and just start going in a circle, they work their way into the middle and stay out of the way most of the time, just allowing you to get those 5 shots to kill those Minotaurs. And then when you've done that, you can just clean out the Boglord and it's not too much of an issue. relatively straightforward. And I try and find the exit here. Here it is. Get the key. We can now go back up to the top level. You can platform all the way back up, but there is also the lift, which I forgot which side it's on, and you can take that instead. And up we go. So, this final fight is pretty cool, very open, very chaotic. Lots and lots of enemies here. The most dangerous thing, I think, is that you have these crossbow knights on the sides, and their projectiles are so fast. They don't track you, these ones, but they can really hurt you. And you also have the necromancers spawning skulls up top. And if you don't kill them quickly, a lot of spawned skulls will get in your way when you try to spam the rockets, and that is a bad time. But really, you have the jump boots here, and you have a lot of space, so it's best to not even bother. I'm focusing instead on the drolls, which can track the shots, and the crossbow guys, and I'm just taking advantage of the fact that I can face tank quite a bit of damage here, and there's a lot of health pickups I've left scattered around that I can go for. I can also use the Widowmaker to punch a hole through anything if it becomes a problem. And we've done pretty well. The gaunts are going away, up top there the trolls are going away, it's nice. The most dangerous part of this fight is what happens in a minute, where you'll have one of these stone golems appearing and you get a shambler appearing at this back part. Now, the safest thing to do is to have cleared one of the back corners to where my back is now, kill one of those trolls so it can't shoot you in the back, and just use rockets and kill everything that's in the centre, because if you corral them correctly, they should be there. But I found an opportunity there just to kill the shambler, and so I did. Then it's just a matter of cleaning things up and popping out through the exit. But that's a lovely map. Very, very fun. Very chaotic. It'll make it look a bit easier than it actually is. My first playthrough for that, it killed me a couple of times when I tried to figure out the correct strategy. There's a lot of Doom style, you know, you need to control space and pick which angles to be attacking for, which enemies to kill first, whatever. Very fun. That was by Aurelius. It's called Lightcast on the Lost. It's a really spectacular first map. Looks beautiful too. Quake 30th Anniversary 1024 Jam. Put a link in the description. Go play it. Have yourself a lovely day. Goodbye.